Showbiz TV GH, quality entertainment and more.
So once again, I welcome you all to Showbiz Live here on your Voice TV GH. I am Nweti Isaac. I trust you all are doing fine. So tell a friend to tell a friend that Showbiz Live is on. Today, what are we talking about? We are talking about a whole lot of issues confronting the GH entertainment industry at large. First up, we are looking at Anagrada. He made visit to the chief imam. Do you think it's in the right direction, or he was just doing that to drive certain attention away? And also Kuda, who had problems with the national security over the week. A lot of people were talking about that he shouldn't have gone to that extent, but rather he should have waited or something. And we'll also be looking at so the Church of Pentecost made certain donations to the church, and also people were talking about that most often than not we see churches making donations, and people were saying they should have rather built schools rather than building prisons. What do you think about that also? So all this and more coming live on Showbiz Live here on your Voice TV GH. Do stay tuned. I'll be right back. So welcome back. It's still Showbiz Live here on your Voice TV GH. As said earlier on, my guest is already seated, and he's none other than Papaya Curly, the Major General. Yeah. Papaya,
what's up?
We meet again. Okay. So over the past few weeks or few months as we started, we were talking about a whole lot of issues, entertainment, what we need to think. First up, we are looking at Anagrada. He made
no, it's Anagrada or evangelist.
Evangelist. So he's now evangelist. Okay. So sorry. So evangelist Anagrada. Yeah. Okay. So he went to the chief imam to pay him a visit. Okay. Do you think it was in the right direction, or he was just doing that to ease up tension going on? Because already we know the issues he had with the Ghana police is still pending. And I don't know what have been done about that issue. And just recently he made a visit to the chief imam. Do you think it was in the right direction, or he was just doing something to, I think, drive?
Shout outs to Showbiz viewers. I think the visit to Chief Imam is not a big deal, because I mean anybody can visit the Chief Imam, not necessarily you being an evangelist or a pastor, because I know a couple of people that, like, I personally know them. Like, even me as a normal person, I can just go to Fadama, like that. I want to visit the Chief Imam, I'll be allowed to see him. So for me, it wasn't any big deal. But the reason, we should know the reason why she went to visit the chief imam. Whether she went there for the chief imam to pray for her, or she went there for, I don't know for the reason, but going there wasn't a big deal to me, because anybody can just go to Fadama and go and visit the chief imam. So for me,
that means the reason wasn't stated.
Yeah, if the reason was stated, that maybe probably evangelist Patricia, I don't want to mention Anagrada, because right now she said she's an evangelist, not evangelist. So evangelist Patricia, I don't really know the reason why she went there. If she went there for the chief imam to pray for her there, that one is nice. So if it was stated that she went there for this particular reason, they are fine. But it is not a big deal for you to go and visit the chief imam. It's a normal thing, like you going to see a pastor for the pastor to pray for you. So I don't really know the reason why she went there.
Okay, so do you think the general public is disappointed in the Ghana police for not handling this issue very well? Because a lot of people would have seen a lot coming up in these issues. Maybe Nana Agrada should be arranged before court or something.
No, okay. I don't really know. The system is not working in Ghana. The Ghana Police Service say if obi kowiya small thing like a banching and a body or something like that, they will jail the person 9 years, 10 years. You understand? But the people that they are criminals in this country, they are roaming freely. So the system is not working. If indeed the system is working, this woman probably needs 2 days. So the system is not working.
That means nepotism and Tribalism is
everything is like in this guy is like whom you know this person and this person has money, so we can't, because when you go to most of the prisons, we have people that they are just on remand, and for remand crowd, you are not even supposed to be in jail for 1 year, but people are there remand 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, even 9 years. Do you understand? Just because the system is not working. So for me, the system is not working, and Anagrada, whatever she is doing, some of us we don't believe in what she is doing. It's just operation on to Nyangu Ghana for him. Do you understand? So if the system is working, they are like this woman there. By this time I was saying, oh, them did that. So the system is not working.
Okay, so you just heard what Papa Kelly said. He said Nana Agrada is not real. What do you think about that? So we'll be right back after this. So welcome back. We are moving to our second discussion. We are talking about the Church of Pentecost. Yeah. So over the week, yeah, they made construction of an ultra modern prison to the Ejura Township. Yeah. And people were bashing them here and there that they should have rather built schools than building prisons. And even someone was saying the pastor's generation would rather go and sleep in the end a whole lot. Do you think the church has a role?
When we say people, sometimes people blame the government, that the government. What is government? The government is us. It's not the people in power are only like the government. The government is you and I. What can we do, as citizens of the country, to help the government to run? So what Church of Pentecost did was great. But the people that they were saying that instead of them building the hospitals and what have you, and they didn't build hospitals, but they decided to build a prison. It doesn't make sense. I have my money. I want to do something. And who says building a prison is a sin? Go to Insaum and go to the other prisons and cells and other stuff. When you go there, places that 50 people are supposed to be there. Right now, they are like more than 200 people. So if the Church of Pentecost, Oma Jane, Ghana for whom, I mean, to build no matter what, criminals and all those kind of things, thieves, they are normal things. You understand? So what they did, for me, I will recommend them 100 times, because what they did was great. Prison is not a bad thing, because no matter what, people will go and do bad things, then they will go there. So I don't understand why people were bashing them that they were supposed to build hospitals and schools. They are not supposed to build hospitals. It is not compulsory for them to build hospitals or schools, because we have government. We have voted for some people for them to do that. So for them, it's just like it's something like a sympathy that they are even doing for the country. So for a whole church to build an ultra modern facility, prison, you understand? Go to Insaum, you cry, and they've spent money to build this thing, and people are bashing them. So the people bashing them, no, if they think they can also build hospitals, they can also go and do the same thing. Yeah. You understand? Someone like Ifya Swasniga, you understand? You, for her, I don't know what she has done. You understand? You are running business. So if you didn't do something and somebody has think about the prisoners, for the person to go and build prison, don't sit somewhere and bash them.
Okay. So talking about this, we see this more in Nigeria.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, just a single person can use his own money to construct, let's say, a road.
A road, yeah.
And greed, had been the mindset of most Africans that, oh, if he does this or he does it, then it's like, oh, he has embezzled money or stolen church funds to do that. Yeah. What do you make of that?
The thing is like doing these things, it comes from the heart. It's like giving. When you don't have the heart of like giving, you can't do it. You can have millions of money, but you will not be a giver. Like someone might have like, let's say, small, but the person will still give. So in this country, people always depend on the government to come and do something. That's why this fix the country movement, I don't agree with them in some parts, because there are certain things that we are supposed to do For instance, the gutter that Ifya Odo was standing and she took the picture. That small gutter. So you want government to come and clean that small gutter for you. You understand? So we know people that they have money, but if you ask them to maybe just construct a small road car, they will not do it. You understand? They will not do it. So if somebody is thinking about prisoners for I mean to do something for prisoners so that this congestion or at the prison service and other things will reduce, I don't think it is a big deal. So as I said earlier on, if you think the prison is no good and you as an individual you can build schools and hospital, go ahead and do it. The government will appreciate you. But so being an Isikana, so we see prison, don't sit somewhere else and bash them. We should bless Church of Pentecost, the people who decided to build the prison. You understand? So I learned Reverend Obofotu wants to build is a hospital. Fine, he can go ahead and build a hospital so that you understand. He feels like building hospital. It's great. Someone will build hospital, someone will build school, someone will build. So they should be doing it so that the pressure on the government, I mean, should come down. If just imagine if let's say 5 people are building prisons with their own money, 5 people are building hospital, and you understand the government will also allocate some money to do different other things. Right now, the free SHS is like it's collapsing. You understand, because it is not easy for government alone to pay all these school fees if you are an individual. John Mahama's brother Ibrahim Mahama is building, yes, has already built Jata Cement. Is going to help Ghanaians because right now the cement is not easy. I think right now one cement is about 50 cedis. Others sell it 54. And if he is going to sell his own 30 cedis, I'll go and buy Jata. You understand? Cement be cement. So if Ibrahim Mama is this one is not politics.
Yeah.
This one, everyone because even this one, Canada, Japan, you understand? So this is not politics. Yeah. So if someone from the opposition wants to build something, we should give the support to the person. We should forget about this tribalism, this politics and stuff like that. You understand? So that at least if someone can help and the person is from the opposite party, we should give the person a chance. So I pray that this Jata Cement will become one of the biggest things. So my final word is that if you are an individual and you know that you can build something for the state, go ahead and build it and stop bashing people for what they have done already.
Okay. So please, if you don't have, if you haven't got your Jata Cement yet, please go and get yours. It's only 30 cedis. Yeah. So our last topic for discussion will be our brother Caleb Kuda, who over the week had certain confrontations from the national security. I think he was sent on an assignment, and I would say he went overboard or something. Yeah. And I think at a point in time, people were saying he had to deny his identity of saying, some were saying he's a Togolese and all that. I don't know where that was coming from, but whichever way it is, we have to, I think, talk about it. What do you make of that? Because over the few years, journalists have really suffered certain things regarding those things. Maybe you are going somewhere and you don't even have accreditation. You can't go there because it's a whole lot. They know why, and even some houses have built that they've written "Beware of dogs." Yeah. So you don't have to enter there. After, not that you enter there, then you say, "Oh, they've written beware of dogs," and I didn't know when I entered, and the dog. No. So what do you make of this one?
Thank you. I saw the video that he posted. Mm-hmm. So the first day I saw the video, I was like, this guy, because he's one of the few people that I really admire because of his program that he does at CityTV. That's About Town. About Town, yeah. You understand? He's a very great guy. But when I saw the video, I was like, Kalipan. You understand? It's not, as a journalist, we have ethics. Mm-hmm. And he's supposed to know the ethics of the job that he is doing. Mm-hmm. So there are some places that you are not supposed to go and film, and the kind of thing that he was saying wasn't good. You understand? Wasn't good. A police for mudan yakukobo yesemunko akron for kran and namkwa muntimi nchio mama bejina na mo guide. You understand? How can you do this as a journalist? That you have to set a good example for people to follow. You understand? So when I saw the video, and I got to know that he had apologized and deleted the video. But once you've posted the video
That one there is out.
and the system has captured it,
Yeah.
whether you delete it or
Or
you don't
not,
delete
they
it,
have already received
you
it.
understand. So after that, and the national security came to city. They came there to arrest him. For the national security to come to City FM, CityTV to come and arrest him wasn't any bad thing. But when he was saying that the police was beating him,
he said
slapping
they
him,
slapped him, they beat
that
him
was
and
the
all
only thing that I had problem with. You understand? But the security, they were right to come there to come and arrest him for questions.
Yes.
He was lucky that he was not even like, you understand, said Oman Fanantum or something like that. But the way he said the police were beating him, were slapping him, he was going there, those kind of things there, it wasn't good.
Do you think that was true?
Right now, the head of national security said he doesn't believe what Caleb was saying, but they will do an investigation and find out whether what he said was true. And if what he said was true, they will punish the culprit. But if what he's saying is not true, then they will still take him on. So the video Caleb posted was wrong.
Okay.
It was wrong in the first place, and the national security too, if it is true that they were beating him, slapping him, yes, also on money press up, yeah. You understand? He was doing press up, and they asked him, the tribe that, you understand, he said, oh, he was afraid to tell them the tribe that, because he knew if he would have told them like, oh, if he say this here, he would have been beaten more. So at that point, he denied his identity.
So this adds up to my question. Do you think Caleb wasn't fit enough for that job? Because there were Amaru Sanda.
Yeah.
We had Bernard Avile. We had Beatrice Abubedi and the likes. They would have carried. I think they would have carried that job better than maybe Caleb did. I don't know. Maybe because it was Caleb's first time. Maybe he wanted to show off or something. What do you make of that?
The thing is, I linked Bernard. Bernard what?
Avile.
Bernard Avile said Caleb that particular day he was not assigned there. So if Caleb was not assigned on that particular day to go there, what was Caleb going there to go and do? You understand? That's my question. If you are working with a company and they've not assigned you to go somewhere, and you go there and something happens to you, it is not the fault of the company. It's the fault of you, the person that went there. You understand? So I don't think that assignment would have been bigger than him, as you understand. But he was not assigned there. So if you are not assigned,
and I think it was a security zone.
Security zone. What are you going to do there?
Wow.
You get my point.
Even sometimes this Bema camp, they don't even allow.
He is lucky if it was Bema camp, like the way he would have been beaten there. You understand? Because Bema camp, there are certain things you can't go there and do. It starts from the entrance. I don't know if maybe probably you've been there.
Yeah, I think even the officers they don't allow.
It starts from the entrance. When you are going to Bema camp, it starts from the entrance.
Yes.
You
even
can't
when you
go
to
there.
The clinic,
You can't go there. You can't go there and go and misbehave.
Yes.
So in the end, and the president of GIJ, CTR, Alfred Money came out. He said what Caleb did was wrong.
Oh, okay.
And the people started bashing him. He accepted it, that what Caleb did was wrong, and the people started bashing him, insulting him.
For Ghanaians, that's
and he came back again yesterday that he is sorry. He's sorry for saying that what Caleb did was wrong.
Then that means he wasn't playing fair.
You understand? So the system here is not working. It's not only about the security service or something. The system itself in Ghana here.
So that means he was trying to defend CTFM.
You understand? He came out to say that what Caleb did was wrong. Mm-hmm. He must know the ethics of what he is doing. And later people started bashing him. They should remove him as the president. Then because Caleb did was wrong. So whatever be the case, the national security should handle him. If they will call him back for further investigation or something like that, it's up to them.
Okay. So do you think journalists have been taken for granted for a long time regarding to this issue?
It depends on the situation.
Okay.
It depends on the situation. I mean, I will not be happy if a journalist is being maltreated, but it depends on what you do. There have been times that the likes of Vim Lady and if they have been slapped several times
yeah.
and stuff like that, which
Even Amaru Sanda
you
even had
understand,
that
which
problem too,
is
so.
not good. You understand, which is not good. And even this Anas
remember,
yes guy
yes.
who was shot
Shot.
recently, I
Yeah.
think 2 years ago or something like that, or
Ahmed,
Ahmed, yes, something. So I think it is not good. But for Caleb's situation, what he did was wrong. We should accept it. We should accept what he did was wrong before we tackle the national security on what they did to him. But if he didn't go there to go and film the place,
Yeah.
like this thing wouldn't have happened. So I think Caleb should blame himself. And when he was narrating the story, I was just, it was sad and funny. So no more bomb and thing, no more
because when Bernard Abler went to is it this guy at Medu TV, what's his name? Poladomochi.
Yeah.
He was saying a different thing.
Yeah.
And what he was saying at Caleb too was saying was a different thing. So that was what people didn't understand. That why is Bernard saying a different thing? Why?
So Caleb, why is it that Poladomochi didn't interview Caleb rather to interview?
That was what people were
Bernard.
asking. So your final take then?
My final take is journalism, media or whatever. We have ethics. Even we sometimes media personality, when you are going for some programs and you don't have accreditation, you will not be allowed. I remember last year Foresight was having a program. We wanted to go there. I went for accreditation before I was allowed to enter. We have ethics. You understand? So if you are going to do something, you are going to film a place, and you are not supposed to film the place, don't go and film the place, because at the end of the day, the national security or the police or whatever will arrest you and you'll be beaten. And at the end of the day, you come out and say a different story. But as a one like this thing wouldn't have happened to you. So they should. I mean, it's not only the job that they should do. They should also make sure that they do the right thing. They should use the ethics of the kind of job that they are doing, so that they will not have a problem. You understand, with the national security and other people.
That will be all for now. Thank you for watching Showbiz Live here with me, Nweti Isaac. I've been doing this with Papa Kelly, and trust me, he's one fine gentleman everyone must look out for. And also to my cameramen, Charlie, they are doing great. And the entire team over here, we say thank you. Catch you same time next week. I'm out.
Inside that.